Hey guys, Steve here with the Fitness Hub, and I just want to do a really quick video here because I haven't got a lot of time at the moment. Got Body Power tomorrow, and I've been revising for my personal training course and work and lifting, so not a lot of time at the moment. So yes, Body Power tomorrow, that is happening. And I just want to address a question I've just got from one of my subscribers. Jimmy McLegend is his name, Jimmy, and he's an awesome guy. And I want to help him out. So I haven't read this yet, I'm just reading it now. It says, do you change your macros at all on a cut or keep them at 1 gram per pound of body weight for protein and 25% for fats and the rest carbs? He's been aiming for 1.5 grams of protein per pound, but his carbs are still fairly high, and he's thinking that might be the reason he's not seeing his abs around his midsection. Do I think he should drop those? He's worried energy might become an issue if they get too low because he's got exams coming up. So he doesn't want to be burnt out. And that's a good point because cutting around exams, and it does affect your focus, especially if you don't have carbohydrates. I wouldn't advise dieting hard around exams ever, because you want to be as focused for those as much as possible. I mean, if you're not doing a harsh cut or anything, then you're probably okay. And I'm assuming you're not in deep cut at the moment. Anyway, I addressed the question. So do I change my macros at all? Yes. I advise you to raise protein like you have. 1.5 grams per pound is perfectly fine. I think rising it above 1 gram per pound is a good idea because that will increase satiety, and any potential saving of muscle, it will just help with that. But the main benefit there is satiety, and also it increases your metabolic rate because you burn more energy from digesting protein than any others. Fats are quite high as well, but protein. So yes, I advise I would increase my protein, and I wouldn't give a percentage for fats. I don't like percentages or ratios or anything. I try and keep fats as close to 0.5 grams per pound as possible. I wouldn't ever want to go below 30 grams, really. And if I did, I wouldn't go that low for very long. If it was like 2 weeks, okay. But any longer can cause hormone disruption and things. I wouldn't go longer than that, personally. I'd try and keep fats to 0.5 grams per pound. And yes, protein, I'd keep a bit higher. 1.5 grams per pound is it sounds like a good amount that you're having there. If you feel like you want to lower your carbs, you could increase your fats, keeping calories the same, of course. You want to be in that deficit still. But I don't see that being an issue to why you're not seeing your abs. Abs come about just you can't spot fat. I mean, you can spot fat, but you can't spot reduce where that fat comes from. So you're likely just losing it from other areas, and that's just genetics. That fat will eventually leave your abs from your midsection. I mean, if you're gluten intolerant or something, this is a long shot, but like cutting out breads, anything with gluten might help. And also lowering your carbs might actually help a little bit, because it might make you look leaner because carbohydrates hold more water than any other macronutrient. But I mean, by all means, try it. And if you feel like your energy is getting low and you don't like it, then go back, increase your carbs, and change your fats. I mean, don't do drastic changes though. That's why I advise, don't do drastic changes. As long as you're losing weight, your abs will pop out, so don't worry too much about that. Anyway, his second question is, how do you calculate your overall activity level? I've tried many online calculators, but I'm not sure which is the most accurate. I have the most trouble with knowing how many calories to add if I've done more activity than I accounted for in the week, and vice versa if he's done less. And this is a struggle. This is a difficult thing to do. It's not easy. I struggle with it myself. The way I do it basically is on a week-by-week basis. Just take an average for the week, average weigh-in for the week, weigh yourself each day, And if you're gaining too fast or losing too fast, then do those carbohydrate changes. That's the way I'd try and hit it, because yes, it is difficult to calculate your overall activity level. And a good way to do it, like you say, is try various online calculators, take an average from those by all means, and then see how it works in the real world. And like I say, if you're gaining too fast or losing too fast, then you move your carbohydrates around, because protein and fats generally stay stable. I hope that makes sense. I've tried to lay it out as best I can, and if you have any further questions on that, please ask, or if anyone else does, please ask. Or if anyone else has any tips for how they calculate their overall activity level, then please go ahead and comment below, and you can help Jimmy out as well. And thank you very much. And his name isn't Jimmy, it's Danny. That always confuses me. I knew it was Danny. But yeah, anyway, cheers Danny, and cheers guys. And if any of you go into Body Power, look forward to seeing you there. I'm thinking I'm going to wear a Campbell Fitness t-shirt just to be a bit more obvious, but hopefully you'll recognise me anyway. Cheers guys, see you around.